Hello, everyone. This is Deacon Michael Burnt here at Sacred Heart Parish. And I just want to do a little series, maybe a little reflection every day. Maybe you'll draw some fruit from it. Hopefully, you'll draw some spiritual fruit from it. And it could be a little grab bag. It may be a little bit of Bible, a little bit about maybe some architecture here in the church. Could be just sort of a grab bag of what's going on in Deacon Michael Burnt's mind. So this is just a little short series. They're probably going to be about 5 minutes or so, 5 minutes in length. Kind of informal. As you see, I'm just sitting here in a chair in Sacred Heart Church, and right in front of the stained glass window. I thought it was very apropos, since we are celebrating the resurrection here in the Monday during the octave of Easter. And today I just want to reflect a little bit on something that struck me today here in the breviary. This is called the breviary because it's like a shortened version of the Bible. Breviary coming from the word brief, although it's 4 volumes, so it's not too brief. But it's basically every day, all of the clergy of the world promise to pray from this every day. You often see it also in a phone form. We're in the 21st century, so you can get anything on your phone nowadays. And that includes the breviary, which is also called the prayer of the church. And so today, something struck me during midday prayer. And I'll just share a little reflection with you. And this will pretty much, hopefully, or perhaps will be the way that it'll go down from here on out. So let me just share a little something with you. This is from Psalm 8, so the 8th Psalm. It talks about all of creation. It talks about man's place in the whole of creation. As we know and as we believe, God created everything from the mountains to the seas and everything in them to us. All things visible and invisible, as it says in the Creed. Okay. Let me just read you this line. And there's many different translations of the Bible. The Catholic Church has approved many. What we read from in the lectionary, for instance, is called the New American Bible, or the NAB, as it's often called. Here we have a translation of the Psalms. It's called the Grail Psalter. The Grail Psalter. And they're very beautiful. They try to stick to the poetic rhythm of the Hebrew in which they were originally written. And so this year, I think they're beautifully translated Psalms. And I'll just read you a line here that talks about human beings and our role within the whole of creation. Here it is. When I see the heavens, the work of your hands, the moon and the stars which you arranged, what is man that you should keep him in mind? Mortal man that you care for him. Yet you have made him little less than a god. With glory and honor you crowned him, gave him power over the works of your hand, put all things under his feet. Very beautiful reflection from the psalmist, the person writing the psalm, about the dignity of man. Man was created for so much. One thing that separates man from the rest of all creation is that we have a soul. Inside of us, we have an invisible part which connects us to the divine. And so the psalmist here that wrote this wonders about that. He says, you have made him little less than a god. This is Psalm 8. You have made him little less than a god. With glory and honor you crowned him. Gave him power over the works of your hand. Put all things under his feet. Made him little less than a god. So this is, think about this. It's not that human beings are the pinnacle of creation, like of all the creatures, we are sort of the capstone or the greatest degree of creatures, that we're somehow the top of the food chain, as it were. Here in the psalm, it says, God has created us little less than a god. Instead of starting from the bottom and then working our way up, where humanity is the peak, it's almost as if God started us from the way down. You have made him, the psalmist speaking about humanity. You have made him little less than a god. It's like we're gods, but a little less. Beautifully placed here on Monday during the octave of Easter, because we know that in a certain amount of days, we're going to, in 40 days, we're going to celebrate the ascension of our Lord. And we know that the ascension of our Lord means that he took all of his humanity with him into heaven. That when he became man, when he took on flesh in the womb of the Virgin Mother, he took on also our humanity, and he loved with a human heart. This gives our humanity an incredible dignity. And so when he finally ascended into heaven, he took his humanity with him. In heaven is his humanity, is fingernails and ears and a beating heart. Don't ever denigrate our human dignity, the dignity that we have that has been bestowed on us by God. Ponder that today and think about the dignity of all persons. Yes, of your mother, your father, your loved ones, your children, friends, but also the dignity of the poor and the downtrodden, those who mourn. Those are also people who have incredible dignity beyond imagining, by the simple fact that they're human. God bless you all. Have a blessed octave during this Easter season, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. God bless you.